What's up? I just thought I would jump on and make a video. So I was working the other day painting this house, this big house in the countryside, and the guy I was working with was listening to a podcast, and he said, he told me one of the quotes from the podcast, and it really landed with me, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So the quote, the line that he shared with me was just, "Are you walking around with a clenched fist inside of your head?" Are you walking around with a clenched fist inside of your head? And in that moment, I kind of was walking around with a little bit of a clenched fist inside of my head. You know, when you've got thinking going on, and you're kind of walking around, and there's this like pressure in your head, and you know your face is a little bit more tense than it usually is, and there just feels like there's this clenched fist inside of your head. Well, as soon as he said that, "Are you walking around with a clenched fist inside of your head?" I noticed it. I noticed the clenched fist inside of my head. And in the noticing of it, it melted away. So I'll say to you, is there a clenched fist right now inside of your head? Maybe it's really tight, maybe it's just a bit clenched. And is it possible for you in this moment to just we have a choice to let go of that clenched fist. We have a choice to let go of that egoic pressure inside the head. We can just see it, and we can just be like, okay, yeah, I'd rather be not so tensed up in the head. And there's a freedom in that. There's a spaciousness in that. The clenched fist in the head is like this. And we can just go like this. The clenched fist can kind of represent identification with thought, identification with thinking, being in thinking, being identified with it. And we can just choose, okay, oh yeah, I can soften that. I can relax around that. I can be the space within which that clenched fist is arising. And we can allow that clenched fist to soften within our awareness. Now that might not be available to you. There might be a clenched fist in your head, and me just saying, let it go, might not be enough for you to be like, okay, yeah, I'll let it go. For many people, we can just see it and be like, oh God, yeah, why am I doing that? And let it go. But for some people, that might not be available. The clenched fist might be there. You might see it, and it's just holding on. It's just holding on. And your desire to unclench the fist might just even make it hold on more. So I also want to give a little bit of a pointing to what you can do if that's the case. If you notice there's a clenched fist in your head, there's another direction you can go with this. And that is, you make it more. You notice the clenched fist in the head. You make it more. You tighten it off even more. Okay, there's a clenched fist in my head. There's a tension in my cranium. There's a tension in my head. Okay, let's make it as tense as it can possibly be. Let's make that mind as strong as it can possibly be. Let's fully strengthen that mind. Let's fully strengthen it. Let's fully strengthen it as much as it can. As much as it can. More. 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 And then stop. And then you might feel letting go. Because whatever we resist persists. Many of us, we have resistance to the thoughts in our mind. We have resistance to the struggle inside of our head. And so, if we can just make that struggle, okay, let's not resist it. Instead of resisting it, let's make it more. Let's go with it. Yes. Yes. Say yes to it. Yes to the clenched fist. Yes. Yes. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Let's be more clenched. Let's be more tense. Yes. You can only keep that up for so long. Before it needs to let go. Or it lets go. Okay, my friends, so I just wanted to leave you with that little pointer today. Are you walking around with a clenched fist in your head? If you are, can you just let it go? And if you can't, just let it go. Then why not make it as tight as it can possibly be? And see what happens if you try that. Peace be with you. Much love. Take care.